All right, so we start poetry this week. The first type of poem we are going to learn about is called an acrostic poem. We are going to watch a little video about what it is, and then we will practice together, and then you get to write your own. That is going to be how things run this week. Mrs. Acker is going to give a little video of how things work, and then you are going to have a Google Classroom assignment where you will write your own at the end of each lesson. So first we will go to YouTube together and watch the video about what it is. Mrs. Acker is going to share my screen. Getting good at this so we can watch our YouTube video together. So here we go.
When you are writing an acrostic poem, you are going to write a word or multiple words from top to bottom. Each letter of the word or words will go on its own line. For the acrostic poem that I will be writing in this video, I'm going to be using the word summer. So you're going to start off by writing the word from top to bottom, word or words. You're going to write the word or words from top to bottom, and each letter is going to get its own line. So we are going to spell out summer, okay? S-U-M-M-E-R. And I like to start with a capital letter on each line. So each of the letters of the word or words are going to be capitalized, okay? Now, for each of these lines, you are going to write either a word or a short phrase that describes what you are writing about.
That's one big thing that we have to remember. When we are writing an acrostic poem, when we write the big word, the main word, each little word has to do with what it is. So when we're writing about summer, for S, you can't just write snow. Is there snow in summer? No. So we really have to make sure that the words have to do with what your topic is. Let's keep going.
I'm writing about summer. So for each of these lines, I will be writing a word or a short phrase that describes the summer. All right, so let's start with the S. We're going to go with sun shining brightly. So as you can see, sun shining brightly. It starts with the S, and then I wrote a phrase that describes summer or that is related to summer. The next one is a U. So we need to think of a word or a phrase that starts with U. Under the heat.
Good one.
Okay. M. We are going to let's go with many barbecue dinners, because everyone loves to barbecue in the summer.
Yes, I do.
The next M, we are going to go with makes people happy, because we know that everybody or almost everybody is happy in the summer.
And you guys know sometimes he does 3 words. When you do your practice, you can just do 1 word. So maybe the M, you just want to do marvelous. Don't feel like you have to have so many words for each letter.
For the E, we are going to go with everyone loves the sun. Because really, who doesn't love the sun? Everyone loves the sun. And for the last line, which starts with R, we are going to go with running outside. Because in the summer, if you want to stay fit, you can go for a run outside. And that's basically it. That is literally how to write an acrostic poem.
So that is how to write an acrostic poem. The first step is you always want to pick your topic. What are you going to write about? The one word that you are going to pick for your title. After you pick the one word, then each letter has to do with that big word. For your assignment today, you are going to do your own name. So we're going to do our own name. But first, we are going to do some practice together with some other words. And then you'll get to do your own at the end. Some practice. Mrs. Ecker is once again going to share her screen so you can watch with me and we can practice together on our acrostic poem. Again, you will be, for your assignment today, making your own out of your own name. So we watched the video of the guy who did it with the word summer. So now we are going to talk a little bit about it, do a couple practices, and then you will go onto your Google Classroom and present your own and make your own for me. So just a little introduction, an acrostic poem is a very fun poem for kids. Each acrostic poem has a topic idea running down the left side. So when you're reading a book, right, left to right. Each letter in the topic has a new thought that runs off the side from left to right. So remember you had S was summer and then a word about summer. The word is typically the title as well. So obviously in this example, the poem's name is Pumpkin. And guess what they're writing about? Pumpkins, you bet. If you were writing an acrostic poem with the topic word pumpkin, the title would be pumpkin and each line would start with one of the letters in the word pumpkin. So under this word, pumpkin, the P, piles of candy. Ooh, I think we're talking about Halloween. U, under the bed. So maybe has a pumpkin under the bed. M, make for a delicious snack. P, people. No. Okay. Ooh, good creative one. It's been Halloween because no one was without candy. So that's a very creative one that this person made, Caitlin. So we are going to do one together, and I am going to do an acrostic poem with the word tunnel. Okay, so I got a couple pictures here. So I'm just going to kind of think aloud, and if you guys think of any, let me know. Say it aloud. I'll pretend that I can actually hear you. So tunnel. I'm going to say T for tunnel. Totally scary. Some people think that tunnels are scary. I don't like the dark, so I think they're totally scary. Do you notice how I used that T already as part of it? I did not add it again. That does not look right. So U for tunnel. I'm going to say underground, right? Aren't tunnels underground? Yeah, of course. Some are, some aren't. So we're going to go like that. It does say it's spelled wrong, but of course it's not because it's just two different. N. Ooh, maybe never ending. Ooh, I'm kind of making a spooky tunnel in my acrostic poem, and you guys can do whatever I want. However you want to do it. Ooh, and again, sometimes some of you might have to think of two, if you have two letters, to try and get creative there. I'm going to say neat. I don't know, that doesn't really match, but maybe some people think that tunnels are pretty neat. E. E. Everlasting. Ooh, do you see how I use never ending and everlasting? So Zachary's trying to get creative here. And then L. Lasts forever. See, I'm thinking of long, spooky tunnels. So there is my acrostic poem with the word tunnel. And remember, here's my main title here, and each word has to do with tunnel. So this is just some things to think about when you are doing your acrostic poem with your name. Think about things that you like to do that are about yourself. What do you like to do with friends? Maybe your family, at home, at school. What do you like to eat? What do you like to watch? Maybe about your pets. What are you thankful for? So when you're filling in the words, think about things like that. So then the next part of our video, groovy, Mrs. Suffolk made this and she wanted to do the word groovy. But for the next part of our video, we are going to log on to Google Docs together, and I'm going to make one for my name. You're going to watch me do it, and then your assignment for today, as I said before, is to make an acrostic poem for your own name. All right, now it's time for you to do your own. So after this video, you will log into your Google Classroom, you will pick reading, and it'll be under the assignment that says acrostic poem. When you open the assignment, it'll bring you to a blank screen. So I will show you once again on my screen what it will look like. So I'm not going to go through the steps of opening a Google assignment because you've done that many times. So it will come up just like this. There is no rubric. There is no nothing. This is all up to you on how you'd like to do it. As I always said, the prettier, the better. So my name is Caitlin. So as we remember of acrostic poem, it goes down the line. I am going to do all capital letters because, like that man told us, the first word is always capitalized. I want to make it nice and big for right now just to help me think about it. And I am going to think of some words. Remember, your title is your name, and it has to do with words that describe you. Okay, so K, I'm just going to do one word, and maybe I can think of a couple phrases if I'm getting creative. Let's just think of one word for K. I'm going to write kind. And do you notice how it goes to one word? There's no space. I didn't do this. Kind, right? Kind. A, adventurous. Oh, I purposely did this. Mrs. Ecker, oh, that's not spelt right. Advent, oh, anyone know how to spell check? Well, the nice right click, it gives you the word right there. So remember, you can always right click if something's under spelt wrong. T, how about totally loves chocolate? So there I did 3 words. So you can always do one, you can always do a phrase. E, I'm gonna say enjoys being outside. So I like that one, another little phrase. L, maybe I'll do 2 words, likes pizza. So I could talk about my favorite food. Y, yells loudly. No, I've never yelled loudly, have I? Sometimes if you're not listening, right? But I haven't had to yell loudly lately. There's nobody in my room. And then N, let's just do 1 word again. Nice. So that is Mrs. Zacker's acrostic poem. And if you'd like, you guys can spend as much time as you like making it fancy. You can do different colors. You can do different fonts. You can do a different font for each word. You can make it as great as you want. You can add some pictures. You guys are so good at Google Docs to do whatever you would like. I am totally fine with whatever you decide to make it fancy. But just make sure that your title is your name and that each name or each word describes something about yourself. Mine says share up here, but remember yours will say turn in. So after you have made an acrostic poem about yourself, make sure to put turn in. And if you are feeling extra fancy, you guys may do your first and last name. If you want to do first, middle, and last name. If some of you have a short name, you're like, oh, it's like Sam is only 3 letters. Maybe he wants to do his first and last. It's totally up to you as long as it includes your name. So again, message me with any questions, but I really, really look forward to seeing your acrostic poems.